Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Sorry about the light behind me, it's just the time of day. Today I'm going to show you how to make my leek and potato cakes. I found this recipe when Andrew bought a veg box from Morrison's online, which was £5 and contained potatoes, leeks, onions, swede, cauliflower, Savoy cabbage, all that kind of thing, and I wanted to use all the bits of the veg box. So it came down to the last leeks and potatoes, and I thought, I'm sure there's some kind of leek and potato cake that, you know, I could make, and I came across this recipe, which I will link in the comments box below. Leek and potato cakes, and I made it and I was really impressed. So when I put the photos up on Twitter and on Instagram, a lot of people requested the recipe, so I thought I'd show you how to make them. So what we'll need, it says 6 medium-sized potatoes grated. That's a really fun job. I've got 5 here. I have got more if I need to, but trust me, you get bored grating the potatoes, and one of them is quite big. So it says 6 medium potatoes grated, 1 leek finely chopped. I added an onion as well for a bit more flavour. Herbs, it says mint, thyme, sage and chives. Well, I haven't got half of that, so I'm just going to throw some mixed herbs in. 1 clove of garlic, finely chopped, so I've got my good old frozen garlic again. 3 eggs beaten, so I've got some nice free-range Yorkshire eggs. Salt and pepper, so I've got those, and I've also decided to add some mustard powder, because this recipe also includes, what it says in the recipe is half a cup of grated cheese, and I find that really adds to it. So what I'll do with this recipe, I'm going to try and make either 18 or 20, and I'll work out, I think it was, if I make 18 and I had 3 a day, 3, 6, 9, no. Anyway, I'll work that out and I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, sorry about that. If I had 3 a day, it would give me 6 portions, or if it makes 20 and I have 4 a day, that would still give me 6 portions. So 6 times 40 grams is 200 grams of cheese, but I think that might be a little bit much. I have got another packet if I need to, so I might see how far 100 grams goes to make them half your healthy extra. But obviously it's absolutely up to you how much cheese you use, or if you want to use sins for it, use a little bit less, or work out how many cakes you're going to eat and, you know, measure and portion out the cheese according to your own sort of wish. But I think I'll use either 100 or 150 grams of cheese, and then I'll use that as either half or 3/4 of my healthy extra A allowance. Right, so the first thing to do is get peeling and chopping. So I'll peel the potatoes and grate them, which I'll come back and show you. Peel the potatoes and grate them, peel and chop the leek and the onion, and have some fun doing it. I'm going to get my mini chopper out again, so that saves a little bit of time. I've got the leek and the onion in my Briefton's chopper, which Andrew got from Amazon. Just roughly chop them, peel and chop, and then want some finely chopped leek and onion. I'll do that a little bit more, and the rest of the onion, because you can't overfill these, otherwise it doesn't pull the string. Still got the potatoes to do, so I'll be back shortly. Right, I've got my leek and onion chopped up into a big bowl. You'll need quite a big bowl because you're going to put all the ingredients in this bowl. I've peeled my 5 potatoes, and this is the most painful job, I'm afraid, but it is worth it. They are really, really nice, and we just need to grate the potatoes. So I've got 5 here, and we just get a grater and a plate. I'm sure you all know how to grate potatoes. Watch your fingers. Just do it on the largest setting, or you might commit suicide before you've finished all the potatoes. And then what we'll need to do is get rid of the moisture. But I shall come back when I've finished my most favourite job ever in the world. Right, so it's now about 3 years later, and I have grated my 5 potatoes. One's a slightly different colour because it's a baking potato. So then you want to take a clean tea towel and pile your grated potato into the tea towel. And then take it over to the sink and give it a good squeeze and try and get rid of as much of the moisture as possible, and you'll be surprised at how much comes out. If I do, look, can you see on there already, and even without squeezing it's coming out. So I'll do the rest of it over the sink. Right, so I've now got my grated and potato that's had the moisture squeezed out in my big bowl. I'm going to add some of my frozen garlic. If you used fresh garlic, then just chop the garlic at the same time as the leek and onion. I'm just going to put a spoonful of garlic in, a little bit more. That'll be fine. You could use garlic powder if you wanted to. I'm going to add a couple of spoonfuls of mixed herbs. The potato will need plenty of flavour adding. Then I'm going to add a spoonful of mustard powder. This is free on the plan like the other herbs and spices. So put a spoonful of that in there. This is all optional, you just add what you like. I think that'll do actually. Not quite a full spoonful. And then I'm going to add some salt and pepper. A bit more salt. And then you want your eggs. It says to beat them beforehand, but I think I'm just going to crack them straight in and get it stirred. So we add 3 eggs. So that's your 3 eggs. I'll just wash my hands. So then I've weighed out 100 grams of cheese. Now, as I say, I'm going to try and make 6 servings out of this mixture. So this would work out as, for each serving, half your Healthy Extra A. I might weigh a little bit more and add a bit more cheese on the top, but we'll see how we go with these. So that's 100 grams of lighter cheese, and then give it a good old mix. You can see it makes absolute like loads. So it's very, very generous. We've got a big massive bowl full, and it's a relatively cheap recipe as well. Not suitable for SP days unfortunately with the potato, but it's still good free food, got some speed in there as well, and served with a big salad or some veg, or with what I ate it with was I had a big salad and then I had some crispy bacon as well. So that is that all mixed. And then what we need to do is, when last time I made it, I tried it in paper bun cases and it didn't work out. So I'm going to use my silicone trays and cases this time. So I've got 18, I think I've got 20 cases here actually. So I'll start splitting out the mixture. I'm going to spray with Frylight as well, just to be on the safe side, and then we'll look how long they need to be cooked for. All I'm doing is taking a spoonful of the mixture, there's a bit of cheese there that's not mixed in. Give that another mix. All I'm doing is taking a spoonful of the mixture, giving it a quick shape with my hand, and putting that in the cases. And then what you do when you've finished is just tap them all down with the back of your spoon. So I've got 6 already over there. I'm well on track to getting at least my 18, so we'll see how we get on. Right, here we go. So I've given them a good level with the back of a spoon. Have got 18 out. These might be a little bit smaller, but I have packed them quite tightly. And they need to be cooked on 180 degrees for 30 to 40 minutes. Now I think last time I did them for the full 40 minutes, so I'll let you know. What you could do if you want to is spray each one with a little bit of Frylight to give them a bit more colour. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to get them in the oven, get them cooking, because it's almost lunchtime, and I also want to make some roasted cauliflower while the oven's on. So busy. I will let you know what they are like when they come out. Here's some of the potato and leek cakes out of the oven, and you'll see that they've got a nice colour, and if I just... they just tip out like so, and that is why you use the silicone rather than other bun cases. But yeah, they have been in for a good 40 minutes and they are done. I had to put the other ones back in because they were in a lower shelf, so I'll come back to you when they're all out and cooling. Here's the finished potato and leek cakes all out of the oven. They took a good 40 to 45 minutes. But yeah, they're firmed up quite a bit underneath. So I've actually checked the sins on the app, and 100 grams of lighter cheese is 16 sins. So I made 18 cakes, so they work out at just under 1 sin each, or 3 for half your healthy extra A. So that's really good. I'll have them with a big salad and maybe some crispy bacon, and I'll enjoy those. So it's potatoes, leek, onion, eggs, cheese and some seasonings for my potato and leek cakes. Thank you very much for watching.